Hi, I'm Steve Cannella with Sports Illustrated. I'm here with Ted Keith. We're going into day 7 of the MLB postseason, and in both American League Division Series, teams have a chance to close it out. We could know the ALCS matchup by the end of tonight. Red Sox and Rays, A's and Tigers. Ted, Tigers have a chance to close it out. Red Sox have a chance to close it out for the second night in a row. They failed on Monday night. Which of those two teams has a better chance to get to the ALCS tonight?
I think Oakland has a really good chance. For some reason, the Rays are sort of unbeatable in elimination games, so I'm going to take Oakland here, especially because the Tigers just can't score. You know, they played 27 innings in the division series and gone scoreless in 25 of them. So right now, it doesn't seem to matter who's pitching against them. And Dan Straley is a fine pitcher in his own right. He's obviously a Game 4 pitcher for a reason. He's not as good as Bartolo Colon, Jared Parker, and Sonny Gray, but the way the Tigers are hitting, I don't know if it matters at this point. In the Red Sox game, I'm still taking the Rays. You know, as long as they're playing at home, as long as they're facing elimination, I think they have to feel really good. The Red Sox had a big opportunity to get away, up 3-0 in Game 3, only a few innings away from closing it out. Had another big chance to go ahead in the late innings and couldn't capitalize, and just gave the Rays one too many chances, and that kind of feels like what they've done here again. Obviously, the Red Sox want to stop it here, not let it go to a Game 5 when anything could happen, but I think that's where we're headed.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I mean, the Tigers, 6 runs in the first 3 games of this series. That's not the Tigers' offense we're used to seeing. And I really think that scene at the end of the game, end of Game 4, that showdown between Victor Martinez and Grant Balfour, that was as much about the Tigers' frustration at the plate as it was about being irked with anything in particular that Grant Balfour said. Now, Grant Balfour, frankly, is a nut job. He's talking to himself. He's talking to everyone in the park. I think Victor Martinez knows that. To me, that's a sign that that's a team that might be beaten already. I think the A's have a better shot to take them out tonight.
And I wondered now, you know, Jim Leyland famously doesn't like to bring guys back on short rest. He's not been willing to do it with Justin Verlander when Verlander was at the peak of his powers. He doesn't want to do it with Max Scherzer, who's a Cy Young winner. We saw the Dodgers go with Kershaw on short rest, and it paid off for them. Is Leyland making a mistake here? Should he be going with his potential Cy Young winner to keep his season alive?
I don't think if he didn't have Doug Fister to turn to, then yes, maybe. I mean, this is not the Dodgers skipping Ricky Nolasco to go to Clayton Kershaw as they did in their game on Monday night. Doug Fister's a very good pitcher. We're going to know early on if he has his sinker working, if he's getting ground balls early in the game against this A's lineup. He's going to be on. I don't think starting pitching is going to be the Tigers' problem. It's all a matter of whether they can put up more than 2 or 3 runs tonight, which is what they need. As for the Red Sox, I don't think this pitching matchup really favors them tonight. Jeremy Hellickson against Jake Peavy. I think Hellickson at home is a better bet for the Rays. Jake Peavy's been very, inconsistent for the Red Sox since he came over from the White Sox in that midseason trade. And getting to Koji Uehara last night was huge for the Rays. He hasn't given up a run, it feels like, since 2005. Hasn't given up a home run in even longer than that. And there he goes, gives up a walk-off to Jose Lobaton. The Rays know getting into the 9th inning, they know they can get to Koji Uehara. That's a huge mental advantage for them, I think. It's a 9-inning game. It's no longer just an 8-inning game against the Red Sox.
Any team in baseball history is not going to be intimidated by playing a do-or-die game away from home. It's going to be this Rays team in particular. So, the next 2 days shape up very interestingly, and then if the A's can close it out, they get to sit pretty, set up their lineup, set up their rotation, just wait for an opponent to show up.
You're right. For Ted Keith, I'm Steve Cannella. Thanks for watching.